Sunday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to those who are new and welcome back for those who continue to tune in from week to week. I greatly appreciate it. For those who are new, I upload every Sunday and Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right, so as you can tell by the title, I will be sharing with you the fabric shops that I will be looking out for sales. And just as a full disclosure, I am only paying attention to US based companies just because most of this fabric I need real quick or relatively soon. I do recognize, because I am going to be looking for Black Friday sales and deals, that inherently there may be an extended processing time for those orders. So, but it's better, I'd rather have that processing time be US based as opposed to waiting for something to come overseas, to the exception of maybe Minerva, because they are usually always fast with their shipping. But again, I'm just going to focus on US based companies. But first, I did want to share with you, I know this video is coming, this is coming to you almost like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks before Black Friday. So what you should do, first of all, is get on as many mailing lists as you can think of. Make sure you are checking your emails for the deals, because some companies, depending on the company, might start their sale early, a week early, a few days early, or they might have something just a little bit different for the whole Black Friday, what is it, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. I just call it the entire weekend. So yeah. Look out for that, for those Black Friday deals. And speaking of which, I will have a sale, so I will post it here on the members. The newsletter list will get it in advance, but just look out for anything that will be left. I will post that on Black Friday. I'll post it all over socials. I'll post it here on YouTube community tab, and if by chance things sell out, I'll mention that as well, because I am recording this quite early, so I don't know what the outcome will be for at that time once things go up. So let's go ahead and jump into a few things I wanted to mention that I think would be really good items to pick up. I have no affiliate links for, well, I will mention a couple things that are on my Amazon store, and so that's an affiliate link, but you don't have to use my link or anything like that. But for ease, I will put that in the description box, so you can go right to my sewing essentials list, and then you can see everything that's there for maybe things I don't even mention here. Definitely, you know, for those who do have Amazon, they will be having some kind of I saw it pop up, Black Friday deals, reduced pricing. Maybe for those who don't have Prime, might be some free shipping opportunities where you can take advantage of Prime just for that weekend or just for the week. Keep an eye out on stuff like that too, just so you don't miss out on anything like that. But let me show you real quick just a couple things that I think that will be really good. For those things that's not in my Amazon storefront, I'll just leave a link to where I purchased it down in the description box, because there are two things very specific that I will show you that you'll have to go over to their website to purchase. So couple things I want to mention. I've talked about these on my channel before, but they bear repeating, and I think they are worth mentioning again. One is the Clover, the Clip and Glide, the Bodkin. This bodkin, I absolutely love this. I love this, and one of the things I absolutely love about it is how bendable it is and how long it is. It's long, and then this top part here in the front, you just, I don't know if you'll be able to see that. It you slide the elastic in, and then you just shut it, and then you can, you know, feed that through your tunnel. I have been using this a lot as of late, and so I was like, you know what, let me share that. I think it is a really good tool. Again, it'll be linked in my Amazon store. You can always just click, check, maybe say, create a list for yourself and just put some things in there. Another thing that I use all the time that I've mentioned before is the needle pad. I absolutely love this. As you can tell, you can put your needles in here, different size needles. It's labeled, and it's a very thick. It almost feels like it's like a foam. It almost feels like felt, but it's thick. It's a nice thickness to it, and you just stick your needles in there that you've been using or frequently use, and it comes with this what looks like a quilt head pin here. So when you are using a particular needle, you just slide that in there, and so you know which needle is in your machine. So if you like something like this, it's so many needle holders out there, but if you like something like this, I do highly recommend. Something a little unconventional that I learned from making handbags and watching other handbag makers, and that is these paper clips. I am going to show, actually these are not paper clips, these are hair clips. Let me hold this up. As you can tell, these are hair clips. Let me see if I can hold one out without them sliding out. This here, see how that opens up like that? Let me tell you, when you have thick fabric, instead of always popping your Wonder Clips, because those do pop when you open them and everything, and sometimes you try to clip things that's a little thicker and you just try to squeeze it in there, and all of a sudden your Wonder Clip pop. How many times have that happened to you guys? That has happened to me a lot. And so I have been tending to pull this out because it's metal, it's a hair clip, right? And honestly, I got this from, I feel like I got it from the dollar store, either there or like a Walmart, or if you're in the United States, Walmart, stores like that sell these. You can get them for cheap, and for bag making is really good because, of course, with bags, depending on the type of bags you make, for the most part, you don't put pins. You don't use pins when you're putting clipping pieces together. You usually use a thicker Wonder Clip, which I'll show you what that looks like, or you use something like this. And the reason I do like this over a Wonder Clip as well is because of the release. It really holds, and the release is good, because again, with the Wonder Clips, sometimes depending on if you have too much in there, it'll just pop, and yeah, that can be a little annoying. So I do highly recommend these, but these you can get right from the store. Go to the store, go to your beauty supply store, go to your Dollar Tree, go to your Walmart, you know, those type places, and just grab you a pack of these and have them in your stash. Now the thicker Wonder Clips, I do have those. Let me grab a couple of those so you can see what they look like. Now I also bought these for bag making as well, and I use this. These also came in handy when I was making the Quillo. Do you guys remember my video for quilting? I enjoy so many different crafts and stuff, you guys, and I'm about to get into another one. That's not this video, but anyway, so here are the very large Wonder Clips. Now these, see how big these are, and I want to say these are for quilters because of the, you know, the thickness of the quilt, and or, you know, the backing and all of that different type of stuff. And so I did buy these for bag making, but then I later learned when I started going to the Houston Quilt Guild meetings that, you know, people use these for that as well, and it makes total sense, right? For just holding things together, not pinning, right? But for holding things together. So yeah, those are just a couple things that I recommend. Also, I recommend, because I enjoy it. Well, actually I pulled out the fabric that I'll be using, but this here, I purchased this off of the Confidence Stitch. She's US based, but she sells the Kylie and the Machine fabric ID tape. You guys, this stuff is so good. It's easy to write on, and you can just tear. It's like a masking tape. It's a thin, it feels exactly like masking tape. So for those who are familiar with masking tape, you put your type of fabric you got on here, how much of the fabric that you purchased, and then where you purchased it from, if you pre-washed it, and any notes that you want to put on here. Now there's not a ton of room to put notes. Let's see if I can hold that up. So you have this whole area to put notes. So depending on how large or small you write, for me, I still have my swatch book, which means I take a swatch. Now this is for your your yardage that you haven't purchased, and you put this on there and you just, you know, you have it on your shelf. But I still have my swatch book, because after then I use it, I still, or once I get it and wash it, I cut a end off and put it in my swatch book, and I write where I got it from and all of that other different stuff. But that's in my swatch book. By the time I use it, sometimes, you all know, for those who sew, you guilty of this too. Sometimes you have fabric you had in your stash for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, and you don't remember where you got it from. And if you have a swatch book like me, sometimes it's like, okay, now I gotta go dig out my swatch book, but, which is fine. But if it's taped on there already, it is good. So I don't know if she's running the sale or not. I just like the tape, so I just wanted to share that with you. Something else I am going to share with you that I highly recommend. You would have to purchase this specifically from Susan Calgi's website. Now, the only drawback, and this is why I say check these people's websites, because you don't know if they're going to have a sale on shipping, you know, like free shipping, reduced shipping for purchasing something. You just don't know. The only thing with this is that the shipping is so expensive. I feel like it was, and if Myra watches this video, she can confirm, because we both ordered this a while back, but it was like $20 to ship this, and it's shipped in the tube, and I'll show you what it is. It's shipped in a tube like this, and so I have the rest of my sheets in here. But what it is tracing paper. And when I tell you her tracing paper is the bomb.com, here it is. But you guys, this is, so it comes in yellow, this yellow, white, red, and a blue. This wax paper, tracing paper. I love this for, it's just easier to have big sheets like this to be able to slide up under your pattern pieces and trace and do all of that. But you guys, this is cut in half. You see how big this is? This is, I should measure it for you, because I'm sure I threw the sheet out, but this is the other sheet. So it comes together like this. And let me measure that for you so you know. I just cut it in half because you don't need, well, it depends on how you use it. I don't need that much at one time. And I just cut it in half. It's pretty long. The length is, let me measure this. This is about almost 26, so it's 52 or 51 and a half inches long, and it is, what the width of it is, let me tell you, this is some good stuff, and it lasts, because the first time I ordered this, I actually ordered it from some company on Amazon, but they were based out of the UK, but I got it real quick. I got it like super fast. But then when I went to repurchase, I needed some more this year. I mean, and I purchased that probably 4 or 5 years ago. And it is 19 inches wide, so 19 by 52 I think is what the correct measurement is. But when I tell you, her stuff is good. The only drawback is the shipping. The rate for shipping is so high. So maybe you'll order other things from her, because she has, for those who follow Susan Kajal, or is it Susie Kajal? I could be pronouncing it wrong. She does a lot of couture. She has done many in-person classes for couture techniques. I know she takes people over to, they have trips over to Italy and Paris for workshops and couture and all this other different stuff. But anyway, I do highly recommend her that tracing paper. It is so good, so good. You don't even have to apply a ton of pressure to what it is that you are, you know, marking. So let's switch gears. Let me grab my laptop and share with you some of the pattern companies. And I'm not going to go over like every single company I'm looking out for because this video will be way too long. But I do want to maybe highlight just a few, maybe 5. And then, yeah, that maybe you might be interested in. So let me grab my laptop. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my laptop right here. I don't have anything to set it on, so it's sitting a little, I do need it to sit up a little higher, but we will work with what I have right here. So again, what I'm looking mainly for with the sale is, so if somebody has free shipping, usually that might require a higher quantity purchase in order to qualify for free shipping, or they might have reduced, maybe it's tiered. Maybe if you spend, you know, $50, then you get this percentage off. If you go to 75, then you get this percentage off. So I don't know how the sales are gonna go or what they'll look like or anything like that, but I'm keeping my options open. As I have said previously in the previous video, this is my fabric stash I have left. And 95% of everything you see is woven. But because I am focusing on knits, my loungewear items that I want to sew up, I'm just in a knit phase right now, and I don't have any or very little, not enough to do what I need to do. And so I'll make sure that pops up in the iCard, and maybe at the end of this video I'll share with you my the ready to wear plus size, what the plus size women are wearing and ready to wear, and what I would like to make. And speaking of which, stay tuned for Wednesday. I have a special video for you. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a good one too. It's going to be fun. But so that is specifically what I am looking for when I am looking online. So take in consideration what it is that you want and what it is that you need. So I am not looking based on pattern. I'm looking for, I'm just going to automatically get 2 to 3 of something that I see. Just base. Because of the things that I'm making, it will probably take between 2 to 3 yards to make it. So depending on the deal, if it's a good deal, so really good deal on some fabric, maybe some knits, for example, is like $5.90, is reduced to $5.99 for whatever reason, I'm getting 3. That's the type of thing that I'm thinking of when I am looking out here for knits. So, and I will pop up on the screen here, probably over me, the different companies that I am sharing with you today. So the first company you already know is going to be So Much Fabric. I don't know what kind of sale she is going to have, but Roz's knits, you all know I've always talked about her knits, and her knits are absolutely, the quality is phenomenal. So yes, I will be definitely on the lookout for So Much Fabric, what Roz might have going on for Black Friday, that whole weekend. Actually, for all these companies, their entire weekend, I'll be looking. The next company that I will be focusing on is LA Finch Fabrics. I do love her fabrics. Josie, I think that's her first name, Josie, her knit fabrics. I've ordered several knits from her, and so I do absolutely love her knits. She has designer knits, and as you can tell here, there's a list. She has different cotton spandex, cotton jersey, t-shirt solids knits, which I will be looking, the focus probably will be cotton jersey, t-shirt knit solids, bamboo knits, things of that nature. I will not be looking for any ITY or any Ponte or French terry or any brush poly spandex. That's just too hot for down here in Texas. And I've said before, even in our coldest days, if I made something to wear, I wouldn't wear it very long. It just wouldn't get worn a lot. So I'd rather buy some knits that I know that I will be focusing, you know, that I'll wear more frequently. So yeah, LA Finch Fabrics, I will be looking out for her emails to see what she has going on. The next company I will be focusing on is Cali Fabrics. They often have, I think every year, they always have a special for their knits. And so I will definitely be looking out for their emails to see what kind of knits that they have. And as you can see here, the different types of knits, they have a lot of jersey knits, double knits, sweater knits. Again, I will be focusing on like jersey knits, and also some of their athletic, the moisture wicking specifically. I think I mentioned that about I recently made that outfit, workout outfit, and it was not moisture wicking. And so I will be looking for some of that as well, see what kind of sale they have going on. All right, another company I'll be looking at, because I really do like that. I haven't ordered from them in a while, Stone Mountain & Daughter Fabrics, but I still have a tank that I made from them several years ago that has been washed and everything several times. It has not peeled, you guys. Their fabrics, their knits is really nice. So yeah, they have a lot of solids. Then as you can tell, I mean, they have 40 pages here, so they have a lot to choose from. But I will be looking at Stone Mountain & Daughter to see what they may come out with as well. Another company that I have been enjoying their knit is Sincerely Riley Fabrics. Yeah, they have, they usually, I've noticed they have had, because I've ordered from them their bundles before. They tend to have different knit fabric bundles, so you might see that during Black Friday weekend. So I would definitely keep them in mind if you haven't shopped them before. But they carry a ton of print. They do have a lot of solids as well, but yeah, I would definitely keep Sincerely Riley Fabrics out on your list, so you can also check them out. Okay, just a couple more for you. Next is Fabric Wholesale Direct. You guys definitely love Fabric Wholesale Direct. I love that they have the different, all of the sites pretty much. And I've noticed over the years, many of the sites have, you know, updated to make sure you can filter down to what you specifically need. Fabric Wholesale Direct they have a ton of fabric. So I do appreciate from their vantage point that they have those filter features, but you can go on there and by weight, color, all of that, and look for the type of fabrics that you're looking for. So definitely Fabric Wholesale Direct. And the next company is what I was going to say is Nick of Time textile or fabric, Nick of Time Fabrics, and they have this site-wide sale, it looks like, that they have going on. I don't know if this will be going on. No, by the time you see this video, I think this sale will be over with, but they're always running some kind of sale, so I would definitely check them out. So I think I'm gonna end it there. There are a ton of fabric stores out there. Those are just a few that actually I've been looking at, and there are more, because the beautiful thing about our sewing community, all of the ladies, whoever they find a sale from, is some fabric companies people have mentioned over on Instagram, here on YouTube, that I have not shopped at, but they mention it and I'm heading over to their website. So besides myself, make sure you are following other sewing YouTubers, your sewing besties over there on Instagram, because everybody is probably going to post a story, a reel, send out a newsletter or blog about these Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend sales. So you definitely want to just follow everybody and see who might have some specials or deals that they know about from companies you haven't heard of. There's also Raspberry Creek Fabrics. Did I go over them already? Then there's also Zaloof Fabrics. I mean, there's just a lot of different fabric stores. Again, I'm going to end it here, but you'll have to let me know, are you looking for anything in particular? That is actually the only thing I'm looking for Black, that whole weekend, is knit fabric. That's it. Knit to wear in the workout moisture wicking fabrics as well. That's what I'm looking out for. So specifically, that's pretty much it. So I hope these little different things I've mentioned to you were helpful. I will leave a link to my Amazon store down below, and you can check some things out, maybe save some things to your list to buy in the, for that particular weekend. But I'll leave a link to the Confident Stitch, as well as Susan because y'all, I hope I'm not saying her name wrong, for the tracing paper, because that stuff is so good. But anyway, and you'll have it for several years. It's worth every penny. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. Stay tuned for Wednesday. I have a really good and fun video for you. All right, everybody, have a blessed one, and we will see you on Wednesday. Bye.